So we're gonna show you guys how we clean a dumpster pad. This thing's pretty bad. There's a Chinese food restaurant and a sushi restaurant, so there's a bunch of this really tough grease to get out here. So what we're gonna do first is I'm just going to downstream some of our bumble degreaser, and then we're gonna put some caustic beads, some sodium hydroxide, sprinkle it on there and brush it in. So I'll show you how we do that. Alright, so downstream in here. You see some soap. There we go. Coming downstream, bumble degreaser. Extra in here. Now we're going to get some of this hot caustic. We're going to put that on there, just sprinkle some sodium hydroxide, and then tú puedes usar la brocha, and then he's just going to go through here and quickly agitate it. Yep, yeah, mucho rápido. Aquí primero. Now you got to be really careful with this sodium hydroxide, because what happens is once you mix it with liquid, it gets very, very hot. And you can see, even just brushing is like taking some of this stuff up. So we want to agitate it, let it soak for a couple minutes, and then we're going to come through with the hot water and just pressure wash it with hot water. Now, if you don't have hot water, you can still get by, because this sodium hydroxide, like I said, raises the temperature. There's a chemical reaction in there, for whatever reason, makes the temperature really skyrocket. So if you don't have a hot water setup, you can still get away with doing it. It's definitely better to have hot water, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. He's just gonna scrub all this. just nasty stuff. You can see that oil already coming up. Look at all that oil and grease, liquefying it. If you would like to purchase any of our bubble degreaser or sodium hydroxide, you can give me a call or shoot me a text at 615-956-8963. You can contact me on my Facebook page, Bumblebee Pressure Washing, my Instagram page, Bumblebee_pressure_washing. That's on Instagram. Or you can send me an email at Bumblebee Cleaners, and that's BUMBLE, and just the letter B, cleaners@gmail.com. My name is Andrew. Also, too, if you have any questions, put something in the comments. I'd respond to anything in the comments. I really enjoy helping other people out, especially small business owners. This is one of those businesses that, there's enough knowledge in this to be considered a full-blown, technical trade. I used to be an HVAC tech, and to be honest, I feel like this is a little bit more complicated in some ways. But the difference is we don't have school that you can go to, some kind of certified school for pressure washing and soft washing and chemical application. So there's just so many different things to learn. So us collaborating and getting together and networking is such a pivotal part of this business. I didn't learn all this on my own. Es bueno. Just solo aquí. I didn't learn all this on my own. I've learned stuff from other people. A lot of stuff I have learned on my own, but it took me a few years to really get to the point where I was like, okay, I need to look to other people's, expertise and try and level up. Because I tried to do everything and be a know-it-all on my own for a while, and I didn't really progress. I stayed where I was at. I thought I knew everything, and it ultimately hindered my rate of growth and the amount of money I was making. And to be honest, the smarter you are in this business, the easier your job becomes. It's one of those things that the smarter you work, the less harder you work, and the faster you end up getting things done, the more money you make. It's a very special industry. Fits my personality perfectly, and I just love that there's always something new to learn. But yeah, so he's agitating this, all this stuff's sitting. It's about ready. This is really only bad right here in this section, so I'm gonna agitate a little more, and then we're gonna come through with the hot water. Es bueno aquí. Es no mucho sucio aquí. Solo aquí. Alright, so now we're going to get our surface cleaner with the hot water and go over that, and then we're going to come back through with the gun and hot water, and that should be about it. Here. Hold on 1 second. Pressure washer's running. So now we're gonna turn on our hot link here. Actually, I might need some gas in there. Shoot. Some diesel. Hold on. Turn the hot link on. Burner come on now. This water's gonna start getting real hot. Gonna wait till this heats up. Getting there. If we start seeing some steam, we'll be all good. Oh yeah. All right. And I'll try Sprimetta. Alright. Hot water cutting right through it. You can tell on video, but it's a good spot. Usually recommend wearing gloves, eyewear, even a respirator. We're not doing that. Don't judge us. And we do use them, but right, just one time. So yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of it. The rest is just basic pressure washing. We do have hot water running through here, but so you don't have to have that. So basically, I'm not going to drag you on this whole, standard part of the process. basically we're going to go through with the surface cleaner, cut through everything we can with that, go back with the gun, hit all the edges, rinse everything out, and anything else we see, we might go back over with the gun as well. Yeah, you can typically charge $300-400 for these dumpster pads, and what's great about them is you can get people on contracts to do them every month or quarterly or whatever, and you get a lot of these lined up. I mean, you could make a business out of this alone. But like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Be happy to help. Andrew Cullen, Bumblebee Pressure Washing here in Middle Tennessee. Thanks, guys.